Hello, everyone. This is the innovation plan titled An Integration of Assistive Technology for Special Education Learners, a Tools for Implementation in Shaping Educational Practice, presented by Mr. John I. Salas. These are the content of the presentation, introduction, aims of the study, methodology, research objectives, innovation plan, implementation strategy, and lastly, the conclusion. An integration of assistive technology for special education learners, a tools for implementing and shaping educational practices. The introduction, according to the study of Stellar 2018, when conventional education, contemporary philosophy, and literacy are combined, it helps to establish a firm basis for understanding fundamental human knowledge, which is required for confronting complicated critical thinking by blending historical literacy with modern approaches. We create a learning environment that adapts well to our dynamic society. And also, by integrating technology into 21st century skill is key to meeting educational demands, specifically in special education. This is vital for teaching and learning today's. Using different types of digital literacy make learning more engaging and enjoyable and also fun activities, especially for students with special needs or individuals. This innovation approach focuses on using technology to bring together various fields, which is tailored specifically for children with exceptional requirements. According to the study by Campo of 2023, this is a highlight or very important to figure out what they need to do they can in a good education key deserve. They are the learning disability, deficiency of speech, autistic spectrum disorder, disruption of emotions, orthopedic problem, heart impairment or deaf, or also known as people of hard of hearing, impaired vision, deaf blindness, mental illness, delayed in development, traumatic brain injury, non categorical early childhood, and other health problems. The aim of this study is to discover how effectively technology can support teachers in educating students with special needs. These innovations seek to transform educational methods and enhance students' learning. It encourages a well rounded interdisciplinary approach to education, promoting critical thinking skills, empathy, and ethical reasoning. The innovation objectives, which is focused, the goal of this educational strategy is to strategically integrate technology into special education by using modern effective approaches which tailored for students with special needs. Here in our country, in the Philippines, assistive technology is limited and primarily available to the general population, specifically for those with learning disability. For this live, we're going to talk about the innovation plan. According to the research from Clarkey during 2023, technological integration for special needs educating is about using assistive technology to provide the necessary support and resources for students with impairments. This helps them achieve their best academic performance as highlighted. But according to Lynch, Singal, and Francis, during 2022 research in the realm of special needs, conducted a study focusing on the significant impact of instructional technology on learning with impairments. Their research highlights several beneficial outcomes, which is associated with using educational technology to support these learners. And in the context of special education or special needs education, according to the study of Camparo, Toquero, and Ulanday during 2023, in the Philippines, focus on how assistive technology or assistant technology is implemented to educate children with special educational needs in certain school. For this table number one, these are the type of assistive technologies unified in giving classroom teaching in the learners with their special learning needs. As you notice or as you see here to the screen, it divides into two categories. So for the first category, it focuses about the interactive multimedia. So basically, these are the different applications or technology use that we can use inside the classroom. And meanwhile, the conventional technology are also known as the traditional pedagogical approach. So these are a classical approaches or devices that we can integrate, and even up to today it's very useful, but there is some aspect that we need to utilize for those materials. And for the table number two, it focuses about the assistive technology that special education teachers use effectively in the classroom instruction according to CAM of 2023. So it divides into two categories. It focuses the high-tech devices and educational applications or softwares. But that technological integration for the special education, specifically in the Philippines, students with disability often use technology in classroom with the aid of different assistive devices and tools. Also, these technologies are specifically designated to us as students with special education needs. It's enabling them to overcome barriers and enhance their learning outcomes. Through this study, researchers are implementing innovative plans aimed at supporting both students and teachers in integrating assistive technology or assistant technology into a contemporary education. So these are the highlighted or suggested that we need to strengthen. Number one, the technology enhanced learning tools. It divides into two categories. For the section A, it's focused about the interactive historical timelines. It's about the use of digital tools like interactive timelines to help students with special needs to visualize historical events in their connections to philosophical ideas. For the section B, it focuses about the philosophy and history applications or apps. It also developed application that provides accessible content, which including the audio description, sign language support, and interactive quizzes to cater to various learning styles or different needs. For the second approach is about the interdisciplinary learning platforms. It also divided into two categories. For the section A, it's about the virtual reality or also known as the VR experiences, which implement VR to create immersively experience where students can explore historical events and philosophical debates. It also enhancing their understanding through experiential learning. But according to Edel there, 90% that involve our senses is will be retained to the central knowledge of human. For the section B, online collaboration tools is about the utilization platforms like Google Classrooms or Microsoft Teams, even in Zoom, to facilitate interdisciplinary project and discussions among students. Since the experience in pandemic, most of the classroom settings will shift to a new learning modalities or online classroom. For the third approach is about the tactile learning resources. It's also divided into two categories or implementation. For the section A is about the 3D or three-dimensional printing historical artifacts. It's also utilized the 3D printers to create tactile replicas of historical artifacts. It also allowing our students with visual impairments to engage with history in a hands-on matter. And for the section B, which is the sensory learning kits, it also to progress kits that include tactile materials related to historical events and philosophical concepts to support multi-sensory learning experiences. And lastly, the critical thinking and problem solving module is also divided into two. For the section A, game-based learning, it also developed instructional games that provide historical and philosophical problems. which is leading to simultaneously critical thinking and analytical abilities in pupils. For the section B, it's about the interactive simulations. Create simulations that allow students to make judgment within historical setting and philosophical concepts, enabling them to understand the resulting repercussions of their choices or their freedoms. For the next slide, we're gonna focus about or we're gonna tackle about the implementation strategy about this innovation plan. For the phase one, the initial stage of planning and development, a team or the researcher comprising professionals from diverse fields such as educators, technologists, special educators, expert, and also the stakeholders is formed. This innovative group conduct comprehensive needs assessment to identify the specific technical requirements of students with special needs. As I mentioned, in this phase one, our targeted goals including the forming a multidisciplinary teams consisting of educators, technologists, and special educators expert and also as well the stakeholders. We aim to conduct thorough needs assessment to pinpoint the specific technological requirements for students with special needs. Additionally, we plan to develop a detailed project plan that outlines timelines, allocated resources, and clear responsibilities. For the phase two, which is the pilot testing, we recommend conducting pilot testing, which involve the initial trials of new technologies. Teachers will receive training on using these technologies and integrating interdisciplinary content into their curriculum or subject area. Feedback will be gathered from students, teacher, parents to improve the tools and strategies, if that is effective or not. The goal of this phase is to assess and evaluate the effectiveness and efficacy of the technologies and to make any necessary adjustment based on the real classroom experience and also to the application of learning with disabilities or special needs. As I mentioned, in this phase, we have a targeted goals, which including selecting a group of schools to implement the pilot program. We will provide training for teachers on using new technologies, and we need to integrate to the interdisciplinary content based on the subject area that they taught. Feedback will be collected from students, teachers, and parents. It also refine our tools to strategies, and also we aim to choose a cohort of educational institution to begin the initial trial initiative. We will also offer educational seasons to educators on using emerging technology and incorporating interdisciplinary subjects. Through this phase, we will gather input from students, also teachers, parents, and stakeholders continually improve the refine our tools and practices. For the phase number three, which is the full implementation, during this phase, the program will expand to additional school based on the success of the pilot phase, which is leading to continue monitoring and evaluating and assess to be conducted to ensure the effectiveness and efficacy and adjustment will be made as needed. And as I mentioned, in this specific phase, we have a targeted area. The program took more school based in the success of the pilot phase. We will continuously monitor, evaluate, and assess the program of using the integration or technology. Making adjustments is necessary based on the learning outcomes of the students and or the result. Also, ongoing professional developments will be offered to teachers to ensure the effective use of the technologies. Additionally, we aim to expand the program to additional schools contingent about the success of the initial trial period throughout its phase. We will consistently oversee the assess and program, making any needed modification. Continuous professional development opportunities will be provided for teachers to ensure proficient utilization of that technology. For the phase number four, it's about the evaluation and scaling. During this phase, we will conduct a comprehensive assessment and evaluation of the program's impact on learning outcomes and the result also from our teachers. The result will be shared into educational stakeholders to promote wider adoptions and comprehensive study. We plan to expand the program to additional school and district, incorporating lessons learned from initial implementation, which is to ensure ongoing success and enhancement. And for this phase, of course, we have a targeted area which is conducting a comprehensive evaluation and assessment the program's impact on students' learning outcomes. And also, we aim to share our findings with educational stakeholders, which is very important to promote wider adaptation. Additionally, we plan to scale the program to promote school and district incorporation by other schools from initial implementations. And also, this trap or distinct while integrating knowledge gained from earlier implementation. Lastly, for the conclusion of this innovation plan, the integration of technology into education for individuals with special needs can significantly enhance learning experiences. Also, making subjects like history and philosophy more accessible and engaging, this innovative strategy aims to foster critical thinking and interdisciplinary learning and activities. And also by using these tactics, educators can create a dynamic and supportive learning environments that meets the unique needs of all children with special needs, especially those with individualities. By incorporating technology effectively in education will help advance teaching and learning methods in the future. And thank you for listening. Once again, this is Mr. John Ice Salas.